Hey guys, it's Vez, and I'm going to go ahead and do the Q&A thingy right now. So let's get to it. Sorry, it's 3:38 a.m. I'm hyper slash tired, but I'm going to do this because I told you guys I would. I got my 5 questions. Let's do it. So the Z4PH31L asks if you could change anything on Static, what would it be? Himself, costume, and Static's character, all that. Wouldn't touch it. It's perfect. I love it. It's amazing. I'm a huge fan of it. I wouldn't change anything about that. But I would change the fact that we should have 2 more seasons of Static Shock. You know? Like, seriously. That, I think we could have seen him, them graduate, him and Gear, graduate, find out what happened with the Ebon hot streak combination thingy. I would like to have seen Daisy finding out about him having his powers, because after, like, his dad knows now, I'm pretty sure at some point Daisy or Frida would have been not too far along behind. I'd like to have seen him actually on a date with Daisy, like a legit, like, they, like, date and with a kiss or some shit. I don't know. There's a few things I would like to have seen more, seen more. The stuff that there's in there, and you can see that they could have thrown it back. They could have had him come back in for another episode like they've done with She-Bang a few times. I wish that they just had a longer run, Nightingale and her crew said that they became allies. The night breed, I can't remember. But they had become Static and Gear's allies, and I would love to have seen them help him out at the end or at some point. Yeah, there's just there's so much stuff that was thrown in there that could have been better, and I really would like to know what Gear could do by himself. I want to see Gear actually independent from Static, saving Dakota or saving somebody, or being the hero of the day. An episode focused purely on Gear. Maybe Static was out doing something by himself, because they had episodes after they had become a team where Static was by himself. I would like to have seen one for Gear. I think that would be cool. And pretty much that's it. I wouldn't change anything really about it. I just wish there was more of it. As we all do. But those are my reasons why. Number 2, Daggerpin asks, Q&A, huh? How are you so perfect, Daggerpin? Hey, how you doing? Thank you. I appreciate that. But no, it says more. It says, XD face. That's my XD face. Yeah, that's my XD face. But seriously, okay, here's the question. Q&A, huh? How are you so perfect? Thanks, but I'm not. I'm not perfect, I swear. But seriously, no, XD face. No, but seriously, I'm curious if you have any plans to do another Static project once this one is done. I do. I am. I will. Hopefully. Static. The one I'm doing right now is an episode of 3. There's 3 episodes of this, so there's going to be more than one Static project. This is number 1, origin story for Static. Number 2, origin story for Gear, plus some other things thrown in there. And number 3, Teen Titans crossover leading up to a major fan film wrap-up finale film. Hopefully, if I get the funding for it. But yes, there are other Static projects coming out. If you would like to know more about that, let me know in a question. I'll elaborate in another video. Because I've been talking too long in these other ones I tried to film. Question from my Facebook fan page, YZ Productions fan page. Look it up. If you have a Facebook and you would like to go there and like it and talk to me there, you can. Anyways, it's from Ray Hayton Jones. It says, "Hey, was just wondering, how did you make the Static Shock shirt? I've been a fan of Static since I was little, and it'd be cool to rep a Static shirt." Brayden, it's not that hard. I literally went to Google Images. I looked up Static Shock logo or Static Shock symbol, and it gave me a really cool fan drawing of the Static symbol from a shirt. It's got few extra electrical things added in the middle, which is a cool design touch. I can tell because I added that symbol to my cosplay in one of my pictures using Photoshop. It was pretty cool looking, I think. But yeah, you go to Google, and then you sit down, right? And it's yellow, and there's a blue background to it. And so what you can do is you print it out and cut it out as a stencil, or actually you need to print it out, then take it to a scanner, scale it bigger because it's only going to be like this big it's going to be only like as big as your palm when you print it out. You need to be a little bigger to be on your chest. So then you go to your printer, scale it up bigger, make sure that it's lined up where the picture comes out, it's still in the middle of the picture. Otherwise, you're gonna get like half of it or a third of it, and it took me forever to figure it out. Or you can take it to Staples or Office Depot, and they can do it for you. But regardless, you do that, and then you go ahead, cut it out as a stencil, get yourself a black paint pen or a Sharpie, and get yourself an a yellow/golden type paint pen or Sharpie. Start with the black, make the outline, get your shirt, put it down, put it on your table and or something else flat. Make sure that it stays flat by putting something inside the shirt or underneath the shirt, inside and underneath the shirt. Pull it taut, hold down your really bad stencil because it's made of paper, so it's probably best to use cardboard. And then instead, like, cause I use paper, which would work, but it was stupid. I should use cardboard. Draw around it to get your outline, and you can get rid of your stencil, and then go ahead and color it in with your paint pens. Boom, put it on your shirt, walk around, call yourself Static Shock. You are. There you go. That's what I did, and I'm going to do a better job in the future because my dad has a t-shirt company, drinkware, so he can probably hook me up with a Static Shock shirt easily. Real fast. I'm gonna ask if I can get him to do that, or get a screen print. If you know anybody that does screen prints, just go get a screen print shirt. They don't take that long. They're pretty cheap, and yeah, just get them the symbol, and they'll get the design on a thingy, and they'll screen print that bitch for you, and call it good. It doesn't take that long even for people to make them. I've seen it been done. It's really cool. You just can't iron a screen print shirt because then it's like a plasticky type material of paint mixed in, and it'll melt if you iron it. Or you could take it to the mall and the same type of dealio. Those people who like do those designs for the hats and t-shirts, usually a black guy. Not being racist, is just the truth. You go to the mall, they can do it for you. Give them the symbol, give them a t-shirt, they can do that for you too. So not that hard, and that's basically really literally all I did. Is I printed out the symbol, scaled it up bigger, cut it out as a stencil, drew it on there. It's drawn on. In my newer pictures, you see it's photoshopped on right now. But I need to get a better looking one for the future episodes, and when I go to cons. Yeah. So. And then my last question. No, 2 more questions to go. What editing program do I use? By Anonymous. No, my bad. How do I edit my special effects for the film? Alright, so you have your clip, which is you acting like you have superpowers, like we all do, and you look stupid. But it's cool because you're going to add special effects to it, and it's going to look real, and the people are like, whoa, he's real. Yeah, you edit your stuff in your editing program. I use Premiere Pro because I love Premiere Pro, but you can also use Final Cut X, Final Cut 7, Sony Vegas. There's other programs out there to use, but you don't edit special effects in those. That's just for straight editing. So you edit your stuff. Don't even add color correction or sound effects to it. That's just straight editing. And then you have it like laid out as a storyboard, or storylined out. Clips are put together, and then you go and you add your stuff. And you put your stuff into Adobe After Effects. It's called After Effects because you edit your effects after you edit the whole video. Smart name. And I have Adobe After Effects CS5. There is CS5.5, which I recommend because it has warp stabilizer, and so is CS6. But I'm not that far behind. I started off with like CS3, and they already had like CS5 at the time. So yeah, but anyways, that's what I use. I use Adobe After Effects. It's a special effects editing program. It's professional. People in the industry actually use this program, like for TV shows and couple of things for the movies. They have specific for different programs for the movies, but you can use After Effects. Professional people use After Effects. So I've had like 2 years messing with it, and getting to know how to use it. Yeah, I use Adobe After Effects. Thank you, Anonymous, for the question. And lastly, from Naru Swim something. I can't say your name, dude. Sorry, or girl. What static comics do you have? And do you have any other Milestone comics? don't have any other milestone comics, unfortunately. I wish I did. I don't. I want some hardware. I want a couple hardware comics because I'm a fan of the fact that he reminds me of Steel. If anybody knows of Steel, kind of, I don't know. He was involved in a Superman storyline after Superman died. Or think more of a Tony Stark, but black, but not really Tony Stark, but he's more of an Iron Man but a black Iron Man type deal. Yeah, Gear's inspiration came from hardware. He's a smart black guy. He created like a suit that he can go wear and be a superhero in, which is cool. And it's a lot deeper and darker, I think, than Static, as far as I know. I think I did some of my research on it. There's also Blood Syndicate, which is kind of cool. It's like Black Panthers with superpowers, which would be bad for white people, and yeah, it gets like that. It gets like that as far as I know. And then there is Icon and Rocket. I think Rocket may have her own comics. I'm not sure, but I know Rocket is Icon's sidekick. And Icon, I can totally get and will get. There's an Icon collection, I think, of like all of his comics, and I can get that for like $20 at my comic book store. So next time I have $20, I'm in West Ashley, picking that bitch up, like that day, walking out of there. Well, actually, no, I'm going to get the new Static Shock collection I can get for $15, and then go get the Icon later on. But I will. I don't have anything other milestone. But your question that took me forever to get to, guys, or is I have a few. I have 3 plus a Teen Titans crossover, or Terror Titans crossover episode type dealio. This one, okay, no, I'm gonna start that. We're gonna start with the first one I got, which is the Static Shock special one shot. This was made after Dwayne McDuffie died. Pretty good, and it was gave him a nice little memorial type message and whatnot. It's cool. This was made after Dwayne died. It's a good little Static Shock comic. I wish that one had started like a new branch of other ones. The second one I ever had was this Terror Titans one. I had the whole Terror Titans series because I wanted to see Static, and I didn't know Static was only in one of them. But it was well worth it still. And Static was in 5 pages, and it was quite epic, the ones that he was in. So not really complaining too much at all. It's good. He was a badass, and he's like the strongest character in that series. Seriously, literally. And then, of course, because I had to get it, Static Shock, the new 52. I only have two of them right now. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of them. I know there's only 8. No one needs to let me know, and I know they're not as good as the old ones. I know. I've been told, but they're fun. I like them, and they're cool. I like a modern day Static. I like the idea that he's in New York. It had a lot of potential. I like the fact that Hardware is his mentor. I like the idea of Static having a mentor, which is why Static kind of sort of gets a mentor-teacher type dealio in my film series. Won't tell you who it is. We can probably take a good guess, and you will be right more than likely. And yeah, I like the idea that Hardware is helping him out, and that he's in New York, and he had the possibility to have other superheroes crossed over and help him out or help them out. You know, it brought him in the forefront of DC. He could have been a huge character. You know, like it took forever for Cyborg to actually rise up, but Cyborg is now a part of the league. This could have made Static like an even bigger member of the Teen Titans, I think, but it didn't. They didn't follow through with it. I think like the writer left, or yeah, I think either the writer left and they had someone else had to start writing it, and it just failed. And I really wish it didn't, because it had a lot of good potential, I think. And Static was funny in this, just like he should be. The story wasn't as deep, but you know that's what happens when you don't have Dwayne McDuffie writing his stuff anymore. Dwayne was an amazing story creator. You know, that was his thing. It was amazing. He was a genius. But speaking of Dwayne, we have my newest and last comic that I have of Static so far. This is Static Shock Trial by Fire, the collection of 4 of the originals made after the TV show was created. So people watching the TV show can get into the old one, can get some more Static in the original comics, which I love. I love this. It's very deep. It's very real to the issues they had then and the issues they have now. We have now with black people basically. It's made for minorities. It's made for black people. It's made for anybody to enjoy. But it's made. You can see where my soul is going with their idea to have minority heroes, and it really connects. You can connect with it in that type of way, really well. It's amazing. Like, every time I talk about it, it gets me. It really does. Totally identify with Virgil, and I understand him, and I can get why he is the way he is, and he uses powers kind of responsibility sometimes, and you can tell that he was tortured, bullied by Hot Streak. It really got to him, and even the parallels from this and that episode, where Static and Hot Streak fought for the first time, you can see where it came from. This, you can see the inspiration for Richie's character was more of a combination of uh, Frida from this, and a little bit of Virgil in there, because Virgil's very smart in this, and they made basically the smarts mostly to Richie, because when Richie speaks, Virgil's like, what? So, or especially when he becomes a genius. But yeah, so a lot of really cool, interesting things, and you can see a lot of where the TV show evolved at from this, and it's really good. It's really, really well done. And I will need to go ahead and get Rebirth of the Cool, which is the other one he wrote that they made after this came out. And then I can get Milestone Forever, which is Static as an adult, which is older. So, but yeah, those are my ones. Those are the questions that I got. Thank you guys for asking them. I'm going to go ahead and probably just post this up as one whole video. Hopefully you guys watch it. I will blog it a few times for the people who don't see it, because it's like really late at night right now. So, thank you. Ask me more questions. If you want me to elaborate on other stuff more, let me know, and I will. And yes, see you guys later. Peace. And yeah.